What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's get into Saturday night's main event from January the 25th, 2025. A pretty okay show. This show was better than the last Saturday night main event back in December of last year. So this was okay. This was a step above that show. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley defeats Nia Jax via the Riptide. Match was solid. In this one, Rhea did a powerbomb. She did a code red. Nia Jax did a couple of her power moves like the Samoan drop and stuff like that. Rhea also did the electric chair drop on Nia, which was great. And then Rhea kicked Nia in the head. She ended up doing the Riptide for the 1, 2, 3. Match was okay. So, really good stuff there. So, what do you do with Nia Jax? She's going to go in the Rumble, obviously. She's not going to win the Rumble. I really do wonder what Rhea's going to do for her WrestleMania, for WrestleMania 41 for her. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Charlotte is probably going to win the Women's Royal Rumble and face Tiffany Stratton. I think that would make the most sense. I'm guessing if they decide to do the women's Elimination Chamber, maybe somebody wins that, and then that's how we get Rhea versus somebody at WrestleMania 41. I don't know who would win the Chamber. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Moving right along, so we see a couple people at ringside like Alundra Blaze and Mark Henry. That was pretty cool. They got a nice reaction. Forgot to mention that Jesse Ventura was there earlier on in the night. Same thing with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He got a good little reaction as well. So that was cool to see him, even though he's done some questionable shit a while back. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not really going to get into that. I'll just say this. He was wrong for what he did. And that was very selfish and disrespectful what he did. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Moving on. So this leads us into Sheamus versus Braun Breaker for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker wins via the spear. This match was a fucking banger. I actually enjoyed it. So, this is physical. So, Sheamus was able to hit the 10 beats of the Balor. Sheamus called Braun Breaker a bitch in the match, which was funny. That was pretty cool there. Braun, he speared Sheamus right before they went to commercial break. And so, Sheamus ended up, hurting his ribs in the match. So, Sheamus was able to hit the bro kick, but Braun was way too close to the ropes. And I don't understand, if you hit your finish, just go ahead and if they're close to the ropes, go ahead and grab them and, grab them towards the middle of the ring. Try to put them in the middle of the ring so they can't get to the ropes. But Braun was able to put his foot on the ropes, so that broke up the pinfall. And then Sheamus went for the knee. Braun sold it pretty well. He went for another brogue. Braun ducked that brogue, and he hit the spear. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains his title, which is good. I'm still trying to think what they're going to do for WrestleMania for Braun. What's his WrestleMania 41 going to look like? I don't really know. We don't see him all that much on television because Triple H is such a clown, and it is what it is. Maybe they do Sheamus Braun maybe at the Chamber, but that's in a month and a half from now. So I don't know. I don't know if you want to wait and pay that off until March, but it's fine, I guess. But this match was a banger. This match was fun. So really good stuff from both guys. But we'll have to wait and see. So next, this leads us into the contract signing between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, with Shawn Michaels officiating everything. So Shawn Michaels gets on the mic. He says that he's been sweating in his suit since he's been dancing around the last 3 minutes. He said tonight he's going to get the signatures of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens on the contract before the ladder match at the Royal Rumble. So Kevin Owens shows up. His sorry ass shows up first. He gets the introduction. He's wearing a Cody Selected Egg shirt. No one cares about that. So Cody has a dark suit on, black tie, and everything else. So Cody and Kevin, they stare at each other. So Shawn Michaels says he needs both of their signatures on the contract. So Cody obliges first. He signs. So KO, he wants to go ahead and run his fucking mouth. So Cody, he said Cody lied when he said that Kevin Owens always takes the easy way out. Kevin Owens cared more about their friendship than Cody ever did. Kevin Owens mentions when Cody quit the company, and so Cody cuts him off. He says he's done worrying about KO. He needs to concentrate on who he'll be defending the championship against at WrestleMania. So Kevin Owens just about signs a contract, but he doesn't. He says that Cody won't be done worrying about him. He'll prove he's right for the WWE champion, and everything Cody Rhodes got when he came back, this will be his. So Shawn then says that Kevin Owens sounds jealous. So Kevin Owens wants Shawn Michaels to repeat that. Kevin Owens says that Shawn quit just like Cody did, and Shawn's jealous that Kevin Owens made the Wing Eagle belt mean more than he ever did. The only person losing their smile and title Royal Rumble is Cody Rhodes. So Kevin Owens finally signs the contract. So Shawn then calls for referee to take both belts and hang them up above the ring. And so Shawn then wishes both guys good luck. So Kevin Owens doesn't shake Shawn Michaels' hand. So Shawn's about to leave. Kevin Owens does a cheap shot to Cody. He's about to package power drive Shawn. Cody hits a super kick, and then Shawn hits one of his own, which was great, and that was it. So good stuff there. This was short and sweet. This is about a good 5 to 6 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes. Wasn't long. I'm just ready for this feud to be over with because I don't give a shit about Kevin Owens. I just don't. I can't seem to find an ounce of a fuck to give about Kevin Owens, and I'll be glad when this is all over with. So at least he won't be in the main event scene after the Royal Rumble. He'll probably go somewhere in the mid card and do mid card feuds, but we'll have to wait and see how that stuff plays out. So I mean, like I said, this is fine. Moving on. Next, this leads us into Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman. This shit was great. Jacob got a great promo before the match took place. Really good promo from him. So, basically, Jacob Fatu absolutely destroyed and beat the shit out of Braun Strowman. So Braun took control earlier on in the match. He dominated for a good little bit. Then Braun ended up doing his choo-choo train stuff a couple times. And then on the third time, that's when Jacob Fatu came to life. Jacob started to headbutt him a lot and everything. He threw him on the announce table a couple times. Threw him back in the ring, and he proceeded to do an onslaught of about 6 hip attacks, and Braun saw these things great. So the referee basically tries to stop Jacob, and then he gets tossed out, which was funny right there. That was cool. So referee calls for the bell on that, and then Jacob Fatu does 2 more hip attacks. Then Jacob gets a steel chair, and then he beats the shit out of 2 security guards. So he does a couple more hip attacks. Braun is bleeding from the mouth and from his nose, which was great. Jacob gets back in and does his moonsault. The fans want another one, and Jacob gives them that. So that was great. And everybody came out try to stop him, from Nick Aldis and Tama Tonga and officials and referees. It didn't work. Jacob Fatu is badass. So even though he lost, I mean, it's fine. It makes sense. Jacob Fatu just is amazing. He's totally amazing. And I think he's the real deal. He is the future of the WWE, along with Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, and a couple of those guys. Those guys are going to be the future. Jacob Fatu is one bad motherfucker. And I do like Jacob Fatu. Dude is a fucking savage, literally. I like how Michael Cole on commentary said, yeah, Jacob's been locked up a few times. He got locked up a couple times before the age of 18. So that was great. They mentioned that and stuff. That was pretty cool there. I do like what they're doing with Jacob Fatu. We don't know where Solo has been on SmackDown. He was there the previous week, and then this past Friday he was not there, so we don't know where that's going at all. So we'll have to wait and see how that stuff plays out. But this was some good stuff here. Excellent stuff. Moving on. So we see Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, the Brain Busters. They're there. So that's pretty cool. So that's good. And I do wonder if Tessa will show up in WWE at some point. Probably not right now. Again, they'll probably keep her in TNA for a minute. I'm pretty sure she signed at least a year with TNA. So we'll probably see her, I would say, sometime next year in WWE. So we'll have to wait and see how that shit's going to play out. Main event of the evening. Gunther defeats Jey Uso to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was okay. I really wasn't all that into it. We all knew that Gunther was going to win. They did give the crowd a couple of chances. When Jey hit the spear, Gunther kicked out at 2. Then Jey was able to mount back a little bit. He was able to hit a spear. No, a super kick, a spear, and an Uso splash. Gunther still kicked out. Jey was about to go for another spear. Gunther reversed that. He hit not one but 2 power bombs. Rolled him up. 1, 2, 3. Gunther remains the champion, and that was it. So this was okay. We all knew that Gunther was going to win. It's not really all that important to me. I'm still trying to think, are they going to have Gunther lose the title before WrestleMania 41? And I hope he does lose. I would think that maybe he'll lose at the Chamber. That makes the most sense. So him losing at the Elimination Chamber, because I'm pretty sure they're going to do one for the men and one for the women. And so maybe Gunther will enter to show his dominance. So maybe they could have Gunther in there, Seth Rollins in there. I don't know who else they'd have in there. Maybe like a Braun Breaker as like a breakout star. A couple other guys in there as well. But I do think that Seth Rollins will be the one to defeat Gunther. Gunther will probably lose at the Chamber. Then you can give him another rematch for the title on the Raw on Netflix. He loses there. And then from there, I guess you do Seth Rollins and CM Punk for the title at WrestleMania 41. That's the only way you can kind of get there with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Because I doubt either of those guys will win the Rumble. But Saturday Night's main event was okay. I love the Jacob Fatu stuff. That was fucking tremendous. That was awesome. Really good stuff there. Rhea and Nia had an okay match. Gunther and Jey, that was okay. But we've seen that song and dance quite a few times. So it's always going to be the same outcome. But I like what Michael Cole said on commentary, that maybe, one day Jey will be a champion. I mean, he will be world champion one day. So I like how he said that. Braun and Sheamus was pretty good. So that was good stuff there. But yeah, Saturday Night's main event was okay for the most part. What did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.